to my brothers and sisters in the spirit. Thank you for checking back with your sister. Let me adjust this camera real quick. Alrighty. I'm not going to be on here too long. Just wanted to check in with many of you. Hope all is well on this the first of the month of September. This is the gadget that I was telling many of you about. I have a Samsung tablet as well as a gadget tablet, but I'm gonna go ahead and say five. I'm going to say 6 or 7 years. I'm at least go back to that, okay? But this is like one of my gadget tablets, okay? So it's definitely an older model, but it has the features, as well as certain phones has the negative, okay, features. If you want to see whether you have any implants in your eyes, or if you see any changes in your eyes as far as your eyes starting to spiritually evolve, especially if you're someone who's been doing some work, some inner, spiritual work. You're working on yourself. You're trying to renew your mind, be positive, be in your heart space, and raise your vibration. You know, you know whose you are. You know that you were once, operating very low vibrational, having negative thoughts, and all of a sudden, just turn things around. In your life. You stop being negative, and you're trying to, just focusing on each day, being more positive, being in your heart space, to where you're not so judgmental, and you're working on yourself. Period. You're doing a lot of meditation, and you also somebody who's also connecting, in the spirit realm and with these celestial beings. Okay, as well as ETs. Okay, it comes with it. But anyway, I want to show you how you can get to these features even with your phone. Okay, you need to go into settings. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn my tablet on. Okay, and as you see, this is normal. This is regular right here. Okay, this is regular. And right here is the setting button on the bottom. I don't know whether it's going to be on your tablet. It might be on the top. But look for the settings button. Okay, it'll be on most tablets and phones. And you're going to hit this. Okay, and this is what you're going to say. This is going to pop up. And right here where it says color effect, this is what you're really trying to look for. Color effects. Okay, right here. And then you're going to hit this button right here. Okay, and then these are going to pop up. These are all your different, I'm looking over here. I should be looking over here, sorry. These are all your different settings for color effects. Okay, and as you see when I stroll with it, I'm sorry, let me hit it again. As you see when I stroll with it, it's like it shows up different ones. Okay, and the one in the middle is what I want. I want negative. And like I said, all of them do not have them, especially these up to date, modern, um, iPhones, these up to date phones and tablets. They don't have this feature anymore. Makes you wonder why they took it off. Okay. Anyway, you're gonna hit this, and it's gonna turn. This is the negative feature. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Okay, so I'm gonna hit this right here, and now you see how my background look, how different it looks. Okay, the walls are white, but it looks blue, and it's some shadows in my room too as well. So you can see for yourself how it just give you a different look. Okay, in my room. Okay, the little black spots on the door that you see in the background, that's the light coming from the windows. Okay, the sunlight that's coming in, so that's why it looks dark. And remember what I said, that's the sunlight that's coming in, so that's why this feature right here looks dark. Okay, anything that's dark is light, anything that's light is dark, and this is what you're looking for when you're looking in your eyes. Okay, now with the negative, this is how it looks. My plant looks, shall I say, or purplish, sort of pinkish. I just pretty much wanted many of you to know what to look for, okay, whether it be your phone or your tablet. That's a more of an older model, okay. Now, if you happen to have a up to date phone, okay, if you happen to have an up to date phone that has this feature, um, by all means, try it out, okay. Have no fear, okay. Just notice the difference in my eyes, okay, and you will too when you start to see this for yourself, okay. And so I'm through with that. I just want to share that with many of you so you know what to look for. Um, I want to talk about this blood type real quick, okay? Your sister is no expert when it comes to RH negative. I did a video about it some years back, and I was talking about how special the RH negative blood type was, even though we know that this is truly a blood type of people who DNA has been tampered with, okay, going back, okay, within their family lineage, okay, their blood type has been tampered with as far as with alien DNA as well, okay, and so that's pretty much where the RH come in, and there are also people who blood type O, I think it's O negative, I think. Their blood type is very rare. So basically, all the blood types they are very rare. Okay, um, they pretty much, you know, their family lineage going back. Okay, which happens to be in their, you know, current present, um, DNA within their blood. They have the ET bloodline. Okay, to believe that everybody is special, and whether you have the RH negative factor or you don't, or the O negative, it doesn't really matter. Usually, these grays, okay, and the mantis beings, okay, they are excellent when it comes to genetics, especially the mantis. They are excellent, and they are very ancient as well, okay. Um, they're the ones the most that's going around tampering with a lot of people DNA for whatever reason, you know. Um, Now I'm going to share something with many of you, even though I'm always sharing my experiences as far as on my spiritual journey with your family. And many of you, I never really told you what my blood type was. Okay, I never really cared to ask. I didn't know what the big deal was, to tell you the truth. All I know is I'm having an experience. Okay, like many of you, because I truly believe that we all can see with our third eye. It's just a matter of waking it. Okay, there are people who are RH also and negative, um, O negative, whose third eye is not even awakened. Okay, let me just say that. But there are many who are. Let me just say that. The point I'm trying to make is we all were really, you know, the way the Most High has made us, we were really meant to speak telepathically, okay? But for whatever reason, that was taken from us. It was a time we were all really just speaking inwardly and we just could read each other's thoughts. That's how advanced we were as a people. But something has happened, from as far as going back until the present, to where, language, even though we end up having like all these different languages, we start speaking instead of, speaking telepathically, which is really our natural way of communication. But someone or something, whatever, changed that, okay? Um, Everybody's pretty much psychic, shall I say, has the gift when it comes to our DNA. It's just a lot of people, due to being so distracted and not, and I say spiritual, I'm only saying that you're not tapping with going within yourself. You're not waking this up on the inside. You're not meditating, okay? They haven't really connected to where they can, get to where um, they're getting their answers on the inside, okay? Um, Now, when it comes to the third eye awakening, a lot of them not even trying to awaken theirs, and that's fine. I say let things happen naturally because mine's happen naturally. I didn't ask for my third eye to be awakened; it just happened. Okay, but I truly believe that this gift is for everybody, not just for certain blood types. I just wanted to say that, okay? I don't want nobody thinking that, when people are speaking about, this spiritual awakening and being able to, for their third eye to awaken, and having all these different kind of gifts, they have to be a certain blood type. That even though I know everybody has their own gifts, I will say that everybody is uniquely and wonderfully made, but nobody's better than anybody. Okay, we all are the children of the Most High, and His children are many. His children look nothing like the other. Okay, it's all about, are you in your heart space or are you not? Is your light within expanded or is it not? Are you on the side of the light or the dark? Period. Is who you're gonna serve. Period. But I just want to put that out there to let many of you know where I stand when it comes to that. But we are all special, okay? We are all special. There was a time I didn't really care about what my blood type was. I never asked. Out of all the time I went to the doctor, never asked, and they would take my blood and everything. My son, presently, is 20 years old. He'll be 21 in January. I would say when he was about, I was about 7, I think 7 or 8. I had got pregnant, and I had a miscarriage. Okay, and so the doctor was telling me about the situation, with the miscarriage and all of that, and I asked her. I said, "What's my blood type?" And I just asked her. And back then, she said I was an AB positive. I said, "Oh, okay." I ain't think too much of it. I said, "Okay, okay, I'm AB positive." And back then, I wasn't awakened then. Okay, I was not seeing with my third eye. Okay, I was not having these experiences, seeing differently with my carnal eyes, as well as seeing within myself, as well as connecting with my higher self. Okay, as well as having a kundalini. I didn't have any of this stuff before. Okay, I pretty much just walking around like a lot of people in this 3D matrix, just accepting things for the way it was, and I couldn't really see anything any difference. So I was like, okay, And then I think, what, I don't know, maybe about 3 years later, got pregnant again. Let me say 7, 8, 9, had another miscarriage. Okay, and I was real sick. I was real sick when I had this one. I was real sick. The doctor was saying that with the first child, they said that the fetus heart beat didn't have a heartbeat, and then with the second one, um, I forgot what they call it, but for the most part, the baby never really formed, whatever, and that's the body way of, just scarring it, and not allowing it to grow, because it could have been a birth defect or whatever. I forgot what they called it, but it didn't make sense to me, and I was real sick with this one. I was real sick, and so anyway, it seemed like after that second miscarriage, I started having a lot of experiences as far as sleep at night, feeling like I was being touched, um, feeling like I wasn't alone, feeling like something was grabbing me in the middle of the night, and I couldn't really fight it off because I was paralyzed all the time, all the time. I mean, I would always be jerking, and while I was in bed at night, during that time as well as after that time. I didn't think too much of it, didn't think too much of it. So moving along towards the future, moving along. I had my daughter in August the 21st. She's presently 7 years old, and sorry, fam, I had to pause and give me some water. But anyway, um, I was with her father and all of that, and I was still during this time still dealing with a presence in my room, and um, feeling touched, about unseen force, and not only that, just being paralyzed a lot, and it seemed like it happened to me like it seemed like it happened to me maybe 2 times out of the week, and it would always catch me off guard. But anyway, let me go back to the blood type again. The only reason I'm bringing this up because a lot of people who are having a lot of experiences that I'm having are RH negative. Let me just say that, okay? And there might be some O negative as well. So I was always perplexed and confused about, you know, as far as me having the experiences I've been having. I'm like, well, I'm not RH negative, you know. I was told I was told by, his female doctor that I was AB positive. So how is it I have awakened the way I have? How is it I'm able to, you know, have these experiences? I feel like on a very advanced spiritual level, to see within myself and to see these higher realms. Cause I really been truly, humbly, just blessed and I felt chosen. I really did. I felt chosen, and a lot of us are chosen. Don't get me wrong, it ain't just me. A lot of people are chosen. The word said, "Many are called, few are chosen." And but I was still perplexed because I wasn't, RH negative, and so that kind of, bothered me. I mean, I don't say it bothered me, but I was always perplexed about it. Like, what's up with that? So anyway, I had my daughter in the hospital. I had a visitation in the hospital when I had her. I was still dealing with, being paralyzed. I was in my bedroom in the hospital, and then I still felt, in the middle of the night, paralyzed. Something was holding me down. And there were times I would pass out and I would wake up, and you know, I was just having all kind of weird paranormal experiences. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. And then during this time, I was dealing with grays. During this time, I ain't had nobody to talk to, and I wasn't going to tell my daughter father at the time. But but looking back on it, I really picked up a lot of his negative energy because a lot of times when you with certain people, when people are with this person, this person, this person, you really pretty much collecting people energy, okay? And if people have a lot of negative energy on you, it's going to transfer onto you, okay? So I was definitely picking up on his energy big time. 'Cause he could be lying next to the bed beside me, and I would be attacked. He wouldn't be attacked. Whatever this entity was, or those grays, they weren't coming for him. They were coming for me. I was pretty much the target. But you know, I knew that they was dealing. I knew that they was once I was conscious of seeing the grays and all of this, and like I said, everything kind of unfolded. My third eye had awakened and all of that. But once I was conscious, I was dealing with the grays and all. Everything kind of snowballed from there. I knew that they was tampering with me because I would have these little red pin dots all on my arms. As though I been poked by a needle and all of this mess, and these little crazy marks. In the back of my neck. And during this time, when I had actually those grades would mess with me a long time ago. They would mess with me a long time ago. I didn't even know it, and it goes far back as I would say when my son was about 3 probably. And I say that because there was a time when I was at work. I was working at the hospital. I remember having two dark burnt. It looked like two burnt marks on the back of my neck, kind of round like eyes. There was two brown dark marks on the back of my neck, and my coworker were picking at me. They was like, "Darn girl," I used to wear beads too. They're like, "Darn girl, what happened to you? You got some little burnt marks on the back of your neck." I didn't know what that mess was. You know what I thought? I thought, well, maybe these beads I'm wearing is cheap jewelry. Maybe the jewelry, irritated my skin. But that's not what it was, family. That's not what it was. Going that far back, I had been taken by ETs, and I truly believe it's been further back since I had my first encounter in 1977. When I saw my first um, I'm gonna call it a mothership because it was big. It was a big saucer, but that's a whole nother video. I've done videos talking about that. But I believe my experiences have been going way, way back. It's just I wasn't conscious of it. That's the point I'm trying to make. But when I came to my spiritual awakening, I started to become conscious of it. I started becoming more sensitive. I started picking up on things. My third eye had awakened, and I started to see them. Had my third eye not been awakened, I wouldn't be able to see them because they're so advanced and they move so fast. But by my third eye being awakened, I could see them in my room. And it would be time I would open my eyes up because they would have me paralyzed. I would see those little gray bastards. I would see those little grays in my room. And it'd be all up in my face because they want you to look at them so they can control you and paralyze you so you can't hurt them. Because they real tiny, like. But anyway, But I was always perplexed. I was always, perplexed about the blood type. 'Cause I'm like, well, hell, I'm AB. I was told I'm AB positive, and but I knew that my DNA was tampered with, cause there were times, like I said, other than the little red pin dots on my arm, there were times I would wake up and I never forget it happened in the middle of the night. I woke up. I never forget. I woke up in the middle of the night and my eye was hurting. I went to the bathroom and I spoke about this many times before. I just want to repeat myself to let many of you know what I'm talking about. And I truly believe that's another reason why my eyes are the way they are as well. And I remember, my eye was just hurting. Went in the bathroom, turned the light on, and my eye was bloodshot red. As though somebody been messing with my eyes. It was just bloodshot red. I mean, all around the white part. Just as, ooh, it just, my eyes just looked scary to me. I couldn't even do this. I couldn't do that. It was stiff. It was real stiff. All right, I had to pause. My daughter came in. But I was just so scared. My eye was just bloodshot red. One eye more than the other. This one really, really just irritated. And I was doing like this. I remember, turning the sink on and, putting water in my eye, because my eye looked dry and irritated. And I was, putting water in my eye, doing like this, blinking, doing like this. And finally, my eyeballs started to move. And I was so glad. And it seemed like the color started to come back. But they were just messing with me big time, hold on, family. Sorry about that. But they were messing with me big time, okay? Big time, That's all I know when it comes to the grades, just pain, because they don't care nothing about, you know, um, how you feel. It's like they just emotionless. They just have a job to do and they just do it. But I definitely had my experience with them. I don't remember everything, but I have like little small, snippets of memories, as far as dealing with them. And but not only do they, experiment and mess with your DNA, but they also, show you things as well. You know, it looks like it looks like when it comes back to me when I'm in meditation, I'm looking at it. They show me things like on a screen. Okay, but anyway, but I said to myself, you know what? I may be, as the doctor said, AB positive, but I'm having all kind of experiences. Either I'm still AB positive or I'm something else, cause it's not adding up. I don't hear any AB positive person talking about being taken and abducted. And why would they take me if I'm so-called AB positive? You see what I'm saying, family? So that's why I was always perplexed about what's up with this blood type, And then uh, my higher self, once I started to connect with my higher self, I was told that my blood type had changed. You know, now I don't know how true that is, but I do trust my higher self because my higher self hasn't failed me yet. Okay, as far as let me know what I should do and what I should not do. Everything has always been on point, even when it comes to me meeting people. I know what is the right time for me to connect with a person and when not to connect with a person. If the person trying to talk to me, I know whether to ignore them or not to engage and when to engage. And it's always on point. You know, but anyway, so obviously it's some truth to that because I've been tampered with. They're taking eggs from me. You know, um, my experience they just go back, fam. They just go back. But like I said, it really like a rabbit hole within itself because it makes you wonder, why they do what they do. You know, even though they tamper with me, I'm still in my heart space. I still got love for humanity. That hasn't changed. Um, no matter how much, they might have put implants in me. They put one in my ear. I remember when they was touching me, I was hearing a crunch sound in my right ear. So I got something in my ear. I guess you could see it like it's in my head. They even put something there because I remember hearing a crunch sound. And I was so paranoid. I was seeing them all around me. Some on this side, some on this side while you lying down flat. But at the end of the day, family, I just want many of you know um, you are uniquely and wonderfully made, okay? Don't be discouraged when it comes to how different people perceive you, how crazy people perceive you, because it's something about you they don't see in themselves. You know, you are uniquely and wonderfully made, and so what if you, been taken, you are an adoptee, and you may have implants in you. So what if you are spiritually evolving? You know, these are your experiences. Just the way I look at it, take those lemons and make lemonade, okay? Take the gifts that you have been given, okay, and do some positive with it. That's the point I'm trying to make. You know, you RH negative, be the best RH negative that you are, and do good out here. Shine your light. If you O negative, I don't care what blood type you are, A, B, CD, I don't care. Just be the best you, and stop looking outside yourself so much, worrying about other people, why they are the way they are, because, at the end of the day, we all have the gift. A lot of our gifts are just doormatted. That's all, family. A lot of our gifts are just doormatted. That's the only reason, why yours have not awakened for such a time as this. Okay, but if it's something that you want really bad, just pray about it. Pray about it, and also meditate about it. Okay, meditate, think on it, and believe that it's already here. Because it's in you already. Okay, it's in you already. I just pray that many people experiences would be more positive than mine was. Like I said, I came from a place of, I was very low vibrational at first, and so that's why a lot of my experiences were the way they were, and also that's why I was attracting what I was attracting. Okay, it wasn't just the grays. I also was very shocked to know that mantis beings exist. That's right, advanced. I want to say bugs, but you know what? I'm not going to say that. That's what we would say, bugs, but I'm not going to say bugs. I say insects. But yes, there are advanced, okay, ETs that are insect towards, okay, and they have their own agenda too. All I gotta say is I'm just grateful. No matter what was done to me, I'm able to live and talk about it. Okay, because a lot of people, well, I'm not gonna say a lot of people. According to Hollywood, a lot of people get taken, they don't come back, and that might be true. I truly believe that, but I'm just grateful that I was brought back, okay, to speak on my experiences, okay, as far as being a witness and share my testimony. I don't remember everything, but I do know what I know, okay, and it can nobody take that from me. So yes, your melanin sisters and brothers have had abductions as well. You may not talk about it, and you may not even remember your experiences. Okay, but yes, this phenomenon definitely exists, big time. Before I go, I want to share something with many of you real quick. I'm gonna have to pause, but I had saw something online. It's called Earth Files. Okay, it's called Earth Files. Linda Moulton, I think Linda Moulton Howard. She went on Google Earth. Somebody had hit her to it about Antarctica. How somebody had went on Google Earth, and they zoomed in to Antarctica and they saw ET or ancient alien face. Okay. All right, family. Here are the coordinates. Okay. I tell you what. Hold on. Okay, these are the coordinates, and I want many of you to check this out for yourself. Okay, family, check this out for yourself, and you will see in the Antarctica a big old, huge, giant, ancient-looking ET. Um, it looks like a statue it's either a statue or it's carved in the mountains. Okay, it looks like I'm picking up like it's some kind of marking. That's what I'm picking up on, some kind of marking. To let them know, this is our territory. You get what I'm trying to say. That's what. That's what I'm picking up on. But anyway, by the ice melting in Antarctica, you can, you pretty much see a whole lot of things. You see pyramid. I saw pyramids, to the left of the this huge face. Okay, the face is sort of melted and it's sort of still in, have ice covered over it, but you can see just as well, sort of like a ancient looking, um, what you call it, Asian looking ET, but I truly believe, I don't think it's Asian. I'm not sensing that, but it's definitely an ancient, ET civilization that is still there. Okay, because to the right, and many of you see this right here. If you ever come across the face when you zoom in towards the right, go towards the right. Okay, move over towards the right, and you're gonna start seeing light, and it looks like cities, bases, within the mountains as well. And the more you explore that area, you're gonna see lights all over those mountains, especially the ones where the ice has melted. You can see them real good. And then if you keep exploring real good, you're gonna see a big old giant pyramid. That's what I had saw. But um, check this out for yourself, family. Okay, check this out for yourself. You go on there, you will notice a lot of the images are kind of blurred, but that's their way of trying to cover up, But for some reason, I was on there and I was searching, and I saw those cities that was embedded within those mountains, real lit it up. You can see light ships and everything. The more I zoomed in, for some reason, it seemed like somebody just removed that blurriness, and I could see like those cities, embedded within the mountains, and all of a sudden it was covered up. So you never know what you're going to see. But we all know that's why that place is so sacred, and our, the U.S. government as well as these other countries don't want people to go there unless they have permission, because they don't want people to know what they already know. Okay, which we already know already, that there is life. Okay, they been here a long time. Okay, and they've been holding it down there in Antarctica for a long time, and they really do not want to be bothered, to tell you the truth. Okay, so anyway, that's all I want to say, family. Getting back to the blood type, whatever your blood type is, just love you for who you are. You still gifted in your own uniquely, wonderfully way, and don't worry about nobody else's blood type. Just do you, because as you see, I was told I was AB positive, and I haven't had my blood checked since then. All I know is when I took my daughter the last time she went to the doctor and they checked her blood, I asked the woman, I said, "What's my daughter blood type?" I just randomly wanted to know. And the girl, when I tell me, she said, "Oh, ma'am, I can't tell you." I said, "Why you can't? I'm her mother. Why you can't tell me?" It's just the procedure. And I worked in the hospital, so I understand where she was coming from, the HIPAA law and all of that. I'm like, really? I'm her mother. She's underage. I'm her mother. Why not tell me her blood type? So I don't even know what my daughter blood type is, because, they wouldn't even tell me. And probably if I wouldn't know my blood type, they wouldn't even tell me either. So whatever. But I was told with my higher self that my blood has been changed, whatever that means. I just had so many experiences, family. It would just blow your mind, to tell you the truth. So, hey, family. Coming to a conclusion. Let me just say this real quick. When it comes to all blood types, when I was in meditation, I had came to this understanding that when it comes to any ET, okay, as far as a person having visitation, they can come for anybody with any blood type, as far as visitation, wanting to visit you, as far as this something that you put your attention in. If you want to have a ET visitation, whether it be celestial or whatever the case may be, anybody with any blood type could have this visitation. Okay, let me just say that. Okay, but when it comes to blood types, that as far as their DNA being tampered with, let me just say this. My understanding was the RH negative and the O positive. I know I was saying my video O negative, but it's something about the O positive as well. Okay, for some reason, I was
getting this and knowing that the O positive, these are people also, these two blood types, the Rh negative as well as the O positive, they're the one that's pretty much known for also having adoption experiences as far as being taken by ETs that wants to tamper with their DNA, okay? Maybe it's because of the connection with the bloodline, but I just want to throw this out there, because I didn't mention this before. But when it comes to all blood types, anybody can have a visitation, let me just say that, and see them and all of that. But when it comes to the tampering of their DNA, this is what I was told. So that's why I was really perplexed about my situation. Obviously somebody is lying. These doctors, they have their oath as well, and they do keep things and they hide things, okay? And they're not gonna really tell you the truth, okay? So let me just say that. So I know that there's more to me. I was told within my being that, they wasn't being honest with me. For whatever reason, they have a file on everybody. They know who's already, okay? So I just want to end this video just letting many of you know that your sister, I'm definitely up on things now, and I know that in the medical field, they have their oath, and they're just not gonna really be honest with you. You have to really just do your own research and find out your own blood type, because a lot of times they are known to lie, okay? They're definitely known to lie. And you would know anyway, as far as you have been pregnant and you lose your baby, because, you're RH and all of this, you would know. You would know. You have to have shots and all this mess. You would know. But I just want to throw that at you, family. So anyway, but if you're someone, like I said, who have been experiencing being taken, and you were told just like me that your blood type does not match up to being an RH negative or O positive or O negative, whatever you want to call it, but you still been taken, well, I think you need to retake your blood test and really find out exactly what your blood type is. But if you're somebody who don't really care, like your sister, and all you have an experience and you have been taken, don't worry about it. You knows what you know, and that's all that matters, okay? But these ET, they are very select who they take and tamper with their DNA. That's all I want to say. Peace.